9 video games worth buying before you start watching the movie version. As a gamer, there is nothing more proud than seeing your favorite video game being adapted to an amazing movie, especially when you watched it on a big screen. It is like you are a proud parent to your kid performing on stage. Remarkable, indeed. Since some movies started to base their content on video games, it brings games and movie fans together. What are the best movies to watch that are based on video games? Here are some of our recommendations: Detective Pikachu, Doom, Far Cry, House of the Dead, Max Payne, Rampage, Ratchet & Clank, Resident Evil, Sonic the Hedgehog. These 9 movies are just some of the best ones. Also, these video games are worth buying before you start watching movies based on them. To give you an idea about the movie, we will talk about the gameplays and storylines of these amazing video games. It is better to know some details so that you will have an enjoyable time when you watch them. We will help you figure out where to begin with. These video games have different genres that will match your preference. From survival horror to action-adventure genres, everything that you're looking for is here. Now it's time to pick which video game to play and which movie to watch first. Play and watch 9 movies inspired by awesome video games. Detective Pikachu. Video game genre: adventure. Pokémon never gets old, especially its most famous character, which is Pikachu. This time, Pikachu wasn't the one being caught but us. We were caught in this amazing movie based on the video game Detective Pikachu. You can play this game with your Nintendo 3DS. The story is all about Tim, a Pokémon trainer, which is looking for his missing father. He doesn't know where to start looking for his father until he remembers that he can rely on someone, and it is no other than Pikachu. Pikachu helps him with finding his father by interviewing witnesses, collecting testimonies, and exploring the city. Pikachu can communicate with other Pokémon, which became their ultimate weapon in finding Tim's father. While looking for Tim's father, there are puzzles to solve and obstacles to overcome. They need to uncover the truth to know who is behind this horrible happening. The game is very unique because all Pokémon characters are gathered in this game and participated in finding Tim's father. All in all, the story is simple, yet it has fun gameplay. If you want to know whether they find Tim's father or not, you have 2 options: play or watch. If you want to experience finding clues yourself, this game is worth buying before you start watching. Doom. Video game genre: first-person shooter. Doom is considered one of the best first-person shooter games of all time because of its intense and thrilling action. You will walk through different dimensions, but you have one goal, and it is to kill the demons. This is a kind of run-and-gun type of game that brings excellent and satisfying gunplay. The way that you see your enemies being killed in a first-person view is gratifying. Demons are hard to kill, but with powerful weapons, you are able to do so. Boss battles are also challenging, which makes the game more interesting. Another reason why this game is worth buying before you start watching the movie. In this video game, you need to enter rooms full of enemies and shoot them one by one, even if they attack you simultaneously. To give you extra strength and power, you have to apply perks. You can also play in single-player mode or multiplayer mode while exploring the arena. There is a snap map that will guide you throughout the game and is considered one of the best features of the game. Do you think they perform the same extraordinary animation in the movie? It's for you to find out. Far Cry. Video game genre: first-person shooter. Even though Doom is considered one of the best first-person shooter games of all time, Far Cry is also a legendary shooting game for most gamers. This game is truly iconic and still dominating today's gaming era. The story begins when you are stranded on a mysterious island. You think that you are safe, but the truth is you are not. There is a compelling, sinister plot that will make you grip on your controller until you finish the game. Don't get fooled by the beauty of the island, because there are lots of mutants that will try to eat you alive. With your powerful guns, you can shoot them until they showered with their own blood. You can throw rocks to distract them and find better timing to shoot them on the head. There is also progression through levels. Right now, there are 5 main games in the series and 3 expansions. Do you think that the movie Far Cry gives justice to the video game? If you plan to play the game first, go ahead, because it is worth buying before you start watching the adapted film to pinpoint the similarities and differences between the two. House of the Dead. Video game genre: shoot 'em up, rail shooter. Calling all zombie fans out there, this is a must-play game, and a must-see movie. House of the Dead is considered one of the original video games that feature zombies. This is actually released on arcades first, but later on developed on video games until it was adapted into a movie. When you play this game, you need to aim and hit the zombies inside the House of the Dead. Don't forget to reload your gun before the zombies bite your esophagus and sip your blood. You don't like that to happen, right? Watch out, because they are wild. There are different types of zombies in the game. They vary in size, shape, and strength. There are even bat zombies flying and waiting to take a bite on your neck. Even though they are all different, there is one thing in common, and it is that they are all creepy. You will explore different paths in the game. Good luck, because there are jump scares in this video game. A zombie suddenly pops out and tries to bite you. Don't worry, because you have different firepower that you can use to shoot them to death, again. Do you think it is as scary in the movie? What are your thoughts? Max Payne video game genre, third-person shooter. You will play in the freezing city of New York. In this cold place, warm bloods will take over. If you want to experience this yourself, this game is worth buying before you start watching the movie version. The feeling is different when you put yourself in the character's shoes. Revenge is the main mission of this game. The protagonist was subjected to an unfortunate situation that he couldn't think that will happen to him ever. His daughter and wife were brutally killed by unknown evil enemies. He was also framed in a crime that he didn't commit, which offended his dignity as an undercover cop. While finding answers on why he was framed, he took revenge on every possible suspected enemy. The gameplay is superb, especially with one of the highlights of the game, which is called bullet time, where you will have a cinematic gun action when you shoot the enemy. You can glide and perform acrobatic stunts while firing guns. The soundtrack adds up to this remarkable moment. All in all, this game is breathtaking and has a touch of realism. Since there is an element of reality, do you think that they did a great job with adapting this into an action movie? Rampage video game genre, action. There is nothing scarier than 30 different monsters rampaging and dominating the world, but in this case, it is actually fun and exciting. How does it become that way? It is because you will be the one controlling one of the giant monsters in the game. Yes, you will be the one to destroy and eat people alive. Another reason why this game is worth buying before you start watching the movie. Even though these monsters are causing chaos, they still have their own personalities. They are humans mutated into monsters. Fun fact: monsters destroy something related to them. For example, one of the monsters destroys a casino where he once played blackjack. Funny, right? The reason why they became giant monsters is that the laboratory messed up. One of them drank a soda, then suddenly something weird happened to him and he was transformed into a giant monster. There was a theory about the chemicals used in creating the soda. This game is fun to play. Do you think this is also fun to watch? Ratchet & Clank video game genre, platform, third-person shooter. One of the games that are worth buying before you start watching is Ratchet & Clank. Are you excited to be a Galactic Ranger? You will play as Ratchet and you will have a robot buddy by your side throughout the game called Clank. Your mission is to save the galaxy from dangerous enemies. With advanced techie weapons, there is a great chance that you will succeed in your mission, but don't forget to be tactical. This game is creative and charming. All characters are impressive in their own way. The battles are chaotic and the story is well written. The gameplay is pretty good because it looks fun to play. Jump, wear jetpacks, and use your boots to help you on trails. Blow up the enemies with your amazing flamethrower. Such a promising game. Do you think the movie is fun, too? Well, we think so. Resident Evil video game genre, survival horror. Eerie and terrifying are the best words to describe what Resident Evil is all about. With its consistent scary atmosphere and disturbing enemies, Resident Evil continues to develop expansion packs. Survival horror fans can't get enough of this one, and so we are. Definitely worth buying before you start watching. The gameplay is pretty good. Make sure to kill every zombie and shoot them multiple times because these zombies aren't easily beaten up. In this game, you don't just shoot zombies, but you also need to make wise decisions and solve puzzles. This game is well known by many, especially when it was being adapted to lots of movie series. If you would ask someone if they have seen Resident Evil, most probably they will say yes. This is a classic game and movie. If you played this one and watched the movie, which one did you enjoy the most? Sonic the Hedgehog video game genre, platform, action-adventure. Sonic the Hedgehog is also one of the famous game characters of all time because ever since we are a child, we are familiar with Sonic. He plays a big role in every retro gamer's childhood moments. If there is one piece of advice that retro gamers will give you, it is that this game is worth buying before you start seeing the movie adaptation. This is an exciting platform game. It has a wonderful environment that perfectly fits the game. We can't get enough about the aesthetic of this game. The gameplay is superb as well. You need to spin up and down to collect points. There are also boss battles that will test your skills. Another feature in this game that makes it more exciting is called free falling. In this special stage, you are going to spin to collect points while the platform is rotating. To make higher points, you can use your power-ups such as super speed and bubble shield. You wouldn't mind playing this game for hours. Definitely worth buying before you start seeing its movie version. Isn't it cool that they adapted your childhood game to a movie? Amazing experience. Closing remarks. There you have it. We named 9 of the best video games that were adapted to movies. What made you excited to check out first? Each game is definitely worth buying before you start seeing their movie versions. So, if you plan to play them first for the full experience, go ahead. They might differ from one aspect to another, but both will surely entertain you. Happy gaming and happy watching.